Hey, what's to you two fam? It's your girl TK, and I am online vlogging, darling. And today I really wanted to get online and speak to you guys about Mr. Enrique Tarrio. Now, I'm sure you guys know who he is, and if you don't, I want you guys to note that he was the Proud Boys leader. As of recent, he's incarcerated. But I wanted to have a better understanding about who this man was. I think I became interested in him because to see him to be a far-right extremist and to look at the color of his skin, oh my gosh, it's giving brown skin. Do you realize this man's color is a little bit lighter than mine? And just to see that his political ties is really connected to Donald Trump, it appeared to be egregious, a little bit extreme. So I wanted to have a more clarity of who he was as an individual. Now, I want you guys to note something. I am going to be reading an article to you, and it's coming from Reuters.com. The headline for this article is said to be Proud Boys leader was prolific informer of law enforcement. Now, this article says Enrique Tarrio, the leader of Proud Boys extremist group, has a past as an informer for federal and local enforcement, repeatedly working undercover for investigators after he was arrested in 2012. According to a former prosecutor in a transcript of a 2014 federal court proceeding obtained by Reuters. Now, my question to you is, when you think about a Proud Boys leader, do you think that they are an informant? An informant is someone who's going to give out information, probably to help their ass or to help somebody to be incarcerated. Do you think that the Proud Boys wanted this individual to be a representation of who they were? Anyhow, I want you guys to know that I'm going to go on with this article just a tad bit because I want you guys to hear something that I heard that I consider very interesting. Now, it says here, in the Miami hearing, a federal prosecutor, a Federal Bureau of Investigation agent, and Tarrio's own lawyer described his undercover work and said he had helped authorities prosecute more than a dozen people in various cases involving drugs, gambling, and human smuggling. So, a human smuggling, can you believe that deals with trafficking? So this man, he is not only a Proud Boys leader, he's involved with the FBI, he was an informant, and he also testified against, gambling, drugs, and human smuggling. But on the other end of the spectrum, he's also involved in January 6th insurrection. He's involved with Donald Trump. He's involved and basically stomping of human beings, and also storming the U.S. Capitol, which is the reason why he's currently incarcerated. Excuse me. But anyhow, guys, I want you guys to understand something. When I hear about Tarrio being involved with Donald Trump, to me, it's a thriller. I want to take you back just a moment to the 1970s. And I want you guys to understand something. In the 1970s, Donald Trump was alleged, and it's not really alleged, you can look it up via articles or via the FBI, but Donald Trump was basically out here saying that he didn't want blacks or Hispanics to live in his dwelling. And to know that Tarrio or Enrique Tarrio would have so much, he wanted to advocate on behalf of Donald Trump so much. It's giving a thriller. It's giving unwarranted. It's giving not a love for himself. And I think that is the reason why I became so interested in this man. You don't like yourself so much that you would advocate on behalf of Donald Trump. Now, before I go on, I want you guys to have an understanding of what far-right extremism is. Now, they don't really tie far-right with extremism, but you know it's that when you talk about it. So let's just talk about the definition of what far-right is, and then we'll go back and look at the definition of extremism. Now, here it says far-right politics or right-wing extremism refers to a spectrum of political thought that tends to be radically conservative, ultra-nationalist, and authoritarian, often also included nativist tendencies. Hopefully I'm saying that word nativities correctly. So they are definitely going to be off to the far right. And we saw that via the January 6th insurrection. We saw that on the storming of the U.S. Capitol. We have witnessed that via even the U.S. Supreme Court justices and their, partners basically out there storming the U.S. Capitol. Or, promoting it, I should say, promoting, gathering people to storm the U.S. Capitol. I thought that was interesting. Now, the word extremism, I want you guys to have an understanding, a clarity of what that word is by itself. Now, extremist is a person who holds extreme or fanatical political or religious views, especially one who resorts to or advocates extreme actions. And honestly, when I hear of Enrique Tarrio, I want you guys to understand that this man is definitely an advocate for extreme causes, and it shows that he has no love for himself. He is definitely for the FBI. Honestly, to me, he might be even a mole who is kind of like put in certain places still to this day, because him being just like an advocate on behalf of the FBI, having people incarcerated for drug smuggling or human smuggling, and then going and storming the U.S. It just, a lot of stuff isn't adding up. Anyhow, if you guys have a chance, check out Enrique Tarrio's story, and let me know what you guys think about this little article or this piece that I kind of like put together last minute. Y'all know me, I kind of like make videos on the go. And I'm hoping you guys were interested. And with that being noted, guys, I want you guys to know that my community tab is there for you. I've noticed that when I look at my community tab from my phone, I can watch it, or even my Apple laptop. But when I'm trying to look at it via my tablet, it is never accessible. So another thing that I seen that was not accessible for my community tab is if you're not my subscriber. So if you're not subscribed to me, you may not see my community tab, and I think it has a lot of information that you might be interested in. So make sure that you guys are out here commenting, liking, and subscribing, darling. Please keep your notifications on so you know when your girl is online. Peace, love, and happiness. Bye, guys.